where I really want to kind of kick off is, where do people get stuck in their fears with AI? I think that's a good place to start. I think a lot of people think AI is gonna take a lot of jobs, and there won't be new jobs, that come about. So kind of talk on that a little bit.
Yeah, sure thing. Firstly, thanks for having me. Really good to see you. Really good to be here. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is a wonderful and incredibly multifaceted question. I think to kick it off, the first place where people get stuck is just at the very beginning, which is ironic given that I think like tools like ChatGPT can be incredible cold start problem solvers. In fact, I think that's one of its greatest skills is, hey, I don't know where to start. Can you just give me some inspiration? Can I have somebody to riff with?
Right.
But what I mean by that is I think people very often go into AI conversations or even just thinking about AI with incorrect assumptions about what it's capable of off the shelf. Really bespoke and nuanced systems that actually provide like specific proprietary benefit to businesses or even individuals. Not that there's nothing to be done that's beneficial right off the shelf, but very often they require a lot of data and a lot of fine tuning to actually be valuable. So like, just as an example, we get people talking to us all the time who are like, I'd really like to fire my whole support team. Like, can Ducky just replace them all? And I'm like, no, that's
not how it works. Right.
Yeah. Even if you want to do that, that's a whole nother conversation that I'm not really for. But even if you did, that's just not really how it functions right now. Right. And then the second thing I want to say to your question is like, I think about AI more in the frame of like AI is coming for your tasks, not AI is coming for your job.
Yeah.
And the reason there is that a lot of the things that like we as human beings are uniquely good at are connecting with others, empathizing. AI is not good at causation and correlation. Really anything that requires a human brain for higher level thinking, right, AI is not phenomenal at right now, but it's really good at mundane, repetitious, and like rote tasks. I fundamentally disagree with one of the things that you said before, not that you said it, but this like kind of overarching fear that people have, which is that AI is coming for your job and there won't be new jobs.
Yeah, I do too. I feel the same way. You and I are on the same page, right?
Yeah.
And talk on that, like, it'll take some jobs, but I just want to chime in here because I read an article in, I think it was like before 2000. I can't remember, but I'm getting some of this wrong. But what it talked about was that, in the year, I think it was 2030, 85% of the S&P 500 will be 85% will be completely new in the next 20 years. It was an article that was forecasting out 20 years. And with that, with AI, with virtual reality, with all of these things, it was going to create so many new types of jobs. And so I think there's so many jobs that we can't even comprehend that are going to even be because the industries and the companies haven't been created. So if you can talk on that, I would love to hear that because I think people get stuck in that.
Yeah, they definitely do. And a lot of this is also like kind of high level business strategy error too, which is like, you've got all these amazing people on your team, right? They're probably capable of a lot more than their current jobs actually entail. So to think that just because AI will take a portion of their tasks or their day-to-day away from them, that they don't have additional brain power and like strategic insight to give such that your business can actually benefit in addition to that. I mean, I think it's just like underselling and not giving enough credit to humanity in general.
Yeah.
And again, similar to what you said before, like I would need to fact check what I'm about to say to like say it's super right. But if we look at any industrial shift throughout the history of humanity, right? Everybody always been terrified that machines were coming for their jobs when they were manufactured by hand, right? Yeah, machines did come for their jobs, but other jobs were created, supervisory jobs, strategy jobs. There's so many things that we cannot even foresee yet that will come up and require human attention and labor. Just because it's going to take away something that you do right now does not mean that you will be obsolete.
Yeah. And that's interesting too, because I think people have to now start taking more stock and learning soft skills, negotiating skills, persuasion skills, taking their communication to the next level to be more effective communicators. I mean, we really gotta, I think that's a really important piece. I have another company called Launch 3, which does that. It's like micro courses teaching people all of these types of things, because I believe that there's Well, I believe in my business partner, and I believe that there's a gap in people, having a space where they can quickly learn that all in one kind of portal.